All right, I got 1 o'clock, so I think I'm going to get started. Those of you that have joined, thanks for joining in. My name's Sean. I'm one of the meteorologists here at the National Weather Service Gaylord office. I'm here to give you your Northern Michigan weather briefing update on any conditions for the next several days. And honestly, just to be frank with you, it's going to be a pretty quick webinar. We have some pretty quiet weather for the next several days, pretty mild. So for anyone excited for spring, it looks like it's still gonna, these mild temperatures are still gonna continue for a little bit. So in terms of active weather, impactful, nothing much at all. So getting started here, just looking at the last several days, the trends do continue. Our average temperatures are in the upper 30s to 40s across the region. As for precip, we do have a good amount. We got, with that last rain system that moved through, we saw roughly an inch, give or take a quarter on either side of that system for northern Michigan. Areas in the UP, they got a lot of snow, areas specifically around Marquette. However, we were on the side of the system that was a lot warmer, so that's why we saw mainly rain and a little bit of snow on the backside. Excuse me. So, with those mild temperatures, we saw a lot of rain, a lot of that snow was melting. And as you can see here, from the departure of average temperature, that reflects quite a bit. So as for snowfall on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see we're well below average for this time of year. Precip is pretty high. We're closer to the upper percentile of precip for this time of the year. And then, of course, temperatures are a lot higher than normal. Looking at our seasonal snowfall and current snow depth, all that warm air and a lot of precip that we saw really impacted our snowpack across the region. As you can see here with the map on the right, most areas in northern lower are seeing a little to no snowpack. Most of it is melted off, especially if you get closer to the lakes. However, the snow belts are still trying to hold on to a little bit. We still got about a half foot up here in Gaylord, but as I look outside right now, there is some green patches out there, so not the best for snowmobilers. However, if you go to the UP, they're still holding on to quite a bit of snowfall up there. I mean, a few weeks ago, they were looking at a few localized areas of 50 inches, so they had quite a bit of snow to melt, and they're going to hold on to it a little bit longer. Moving on from that, looking at our ice analysis across the Great Lakes, we're still pretty low for the most part. Most of the ice is pretty broken up, if not melted. I know even some of our inland lakes are starting to melt. I noticed, my wife and I went up to Charlevoix the other day. Charlevoix is just about to open up. Traverse Bay is still wide open for the most part. So we still have a lot of open water for this time of the year. As you can see here, the black line is our 2025 season, and here's the normal. The red line is the normal amount, and we're still below average for both the Superior and Michigan. So just taking a look at what we saw and what we have, this is what we can expect for the next several days. As you can see here, a lot of green. Green means good. A lot of quiet weather for the next several days. The only thing we are looking at in terms of impactful weather, we are expecting another low pressure system to track across the Midwest later this weekend. Before then, though, however, we're expecting some quiet and mild temperatures to linger around after today. Before we expect a line of showers and thunderstorms to move through, followed by a few snow chances. But temperatures do not look cold enough at this time to bring any widespread lake effect or anything like that. As for our temperature forecast, like I mentioned before, chilliest day is going to be today. We're expecting most areas to remain around or below freezing today through tonight. And then our temperatures are going to slowly climb throughout the rest of the week. Wednesday, we're expecting highs in the mid-40s, followed along with that on Thursday, maybe a few areas heading into the 50s. However, if you take a look at the screen, Friday and Saturday are going to climb well above average. You can see here on our temperature table, we have quite a few areas reaching the low to mid-60s, which is definitely possible Friday and Saturday. And to be honest with you, we are looking at the potential for a few areas of northern lower to see temperatures even hit 70 degrees. So we're still keeping an eye out for that. There's still potential for some record-breaking temperatures this weekend. Very nice for anyone that's looking forward to spring. I know I'm getting tired of snow blowing, so this is definitely a nice thing to see. After such a long first and second half of the winter. And then, as you can see here, looking beyond the next several days, our 6 to 10 day outlook provided by our partners at the Climate Prediction Center. The Midwest here, the Great Lakes region, along with the Northeast, is still well above average. We're expecting some pretty mild to warm temperatures for this time of the year, and precip chances are still going to remain above average. So it's still going to be active, but we're expecting a little bit more rain than snow for this time of the year. So just a quick recap, what I mentioned before, quiet and mild weather continue this week. We're going to see some rounds of sunshine for the next couple of days, temperatures climbing well above normal through Saturday. We're expecting highs in the 60s, especially on Friday and Saturday for most areas. For northern and lower, eastern upper still might hold off and remain in the 50s those days. Just looking at historical data, it's really tough for those areas north of the bridge to break 60 degrees for this time of the year. And we're even watching for some potential record-breaking temperatures on Saturday. Like I said, that low pressure returns around showers and thunderstorms this Saturday. After that cold front moves through, some cold air will return, and there's a few snow chances, but we're not looking at anything impactful at this time. And then just a quick reminder, this is the last scheduled winter webinar for the 2024 and 2025 season. If there's any type of big event coming up, some big snowstorm coming later into March or even April, we'll have a scheduled special webinar for that. Otherwise, thanks for everyone tuning in this whole winter season. We really appreciate you guys and all that you do out there. We hope you enjoy your spring and summer. If you have any questions, you can always throw them in the questions box. I'll be willing to answer them anytime. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Oh, I see one question in there, and I figured I can let other people know if you want to know. Someone asked about ideas on fire weather season this year. Spring's looking pretty dry, just like they said. We are watching for conditions right now. We do coordinate all those with the DNR, however. So our fire weather focal points here at the office are currently and actively talking to the DNR. So if we're concerned along with the DNR, we will likely start our fire weather season early, with the dry conditions across the region. But otherwise, yep, we're going to coordinate with them. All right. I'm not seeing any more questions in here, so I think I'm going to end the webinar. As always, if you need any other questions or you have anything on your mind, you can always call us. Our office is open 24/7. You can email us, call us, whatever is easiest for you. Again, I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your spring and summer.